Hello and welcome. Today, I'm going to tell you a story, but not just any story. This one is powerful, it's emotional, and if you're someone who dreams big but struggles to take the first step, this story is for you. It's called Nothing is Free. Let's begin. There was once a young man named Leo, just 20 years old, living in a small, quiet town surrounded by mountains. He had a dream to build a chain of restaurants, become a successful entrepreneur, and give his struggling family the life they deserved. But dreams, as we know, aren't enough. Leo's father was a mechanic. His mother cleaned houses. They worked hard, but barely made enough to survive. His 10-year-old sister, Sophie, looked up to him as a hero. Every night, Leo would sit outside under the stars and whisper to himself, "I want to give my family a better life." But how? We barely have enough to live. One day, he shared his dream with his father. His father simply replied, "Leo, dreams are not free. If you want something, you have to fight for it. Start with what you have, even if it's small." And that's when something changed in Leo. He remembered that people in his town loved fresh bread, but the nearest bakery was far away. So, he had an idea. What if he brought fresh bread to the town himself? But there was one big problem. He had no money to buy bread. Instead of giving up, Leo walked miles to meet the bakery owner, Mr. Anderson. He said, "Sir, I don't have money, but if you let me take some bread, I'll sell it in my town. I'll return your money in a week and keep just a small profit." The old man stared at him. "Why should I trust you?" Leo replied, "Because I'm determined, and I will prove myself." After a long pause, Mr. Anderson said, "Fine, 1 week, but if you fail, don't come back." Leo got to work. He set up a small stand, greeted people with energy, offered free samples, and slowly, people started buying. By the end of the day, he had sold everything. He went back, paid Mr. Anderson, and from that day forward, he worked harder than ever. He woke up before dawn, walked for hours, carried bread, and sold it every day. In just 2 months, he bought a small cart to carry more bread. One day, a customer suggested, "Leo, why don't you bake your own bread? You'll make more profit." That thought scared him. He had never baked before, but he knew if he wanted to grow, he had to learn. So he returned to Mr. Anderson and said, "Will you teach me how to bake?" The old man frowned. "If I teach you, you'll stop buying from me." Leo replied, "You gave me my first chance. I'll never forget that. If I succeed, I'll help you too." Mr. Anderson finally agreed, and Leo began training at 3 a.m. every morning. It wasn't easy. He burned loaves, struggled to knead the dough, and nearly gave up. But he remembered his father's words. Dreams are not free. So he kept going, and slowly he got better. Soon, Leo was baking from home. His sister helped pack the bread. His mother made him tea as he worked through the night. People loved his products, even more than the bakeries. But then, a new challenge appeared. A young man named Eric opened a shiny new bakery in town. Clean shop, fancy cakes, colorful signs. People got curious. Leo's sales dropped. His stand stood empty. He was scared. What if he lost everything? But instead of panicking, Leo asked his customers, "What do you like about Eric's bakery?" They said, "His shop looks better. His cakes are beautifully decorated." Leo understood. He needed to improve. He used his savings to repaint his cart, learned cake decoration through books and videos. He added pastries and offered free samples. Slowly, people returned. They said, "Leo, your bread has soul." One elderly woman told him, "I've seen many young men give up, but not you. That's why we trust you." That meant more than any profit. Eventually, Leo saved enough to rent a small shop. He named it Leo's Fresh Bakes. It wasn't big, but it was warm, and it was his. Business grew. His family helped. Sophie handled customers. Claire managed the accounts. But success never comes without tests. One stormy night, Leo smelled smoke. A fire had started near the oven. He stopped it, but most of his equipment was damaged. The next day, people whispered, "Maybe this is the end of Leo's dream." But Leo stood in front of his burnt shop and said, "This is just another challenge. I've been here before. I won't give up now." He went back to baking at home, told customers, "I'll serve you whatever I can. I won't stop." And the town noticed. People donated ingredients, gave him money, helped him clean and rebuild. Why? Because Leo had earned their trust. After months of hard work, Leo's bakery reopened. even better than before. He added new items, brightened the walls. And on the day of the reopening, the town's mayor showed up. The mayor said, "Leo, you've shown us that nothing in life is free, but anything is possible." Leo looked at the crowd and said, "Thank you. I've learned something powerful. Success is not free. Respect is not free. Love is not free. Everything must be earned through hard work, patience, and the courage to never give up." So what can we learn from Leo? 1. Dreams require sacrifice. Nothing is handed to you. 2. Failure isn't the end, it's a lesson. 3. Help yourself first, and others will step in. 4. Never quit. The darkest moments come just before success. Leo didn't just build a bakery. He built hope. He built a life of purpose. And so can you. Because remember, nothing is free, but everything is possible.